Hello my dear friends, I am pretty excited to share with you one of the new modalities of healing which I came across and of which I am on my journey to be a super coach. I am talking about NLP, Neuro Linguistic Program. This is good news for all those who have difficulty in putting their belief into something or someone unknown, because NLP is the closest scientific approach for healing. NLP has number of tools and techniques to work on physical ailments like migraines and allergies, or to get over your mental issues like depression, anxiety, stress, to improve your self-confidence, self-love, to change your perception about money or any other deep ingrained belief system. Now you may be saying that, hey, how come only one tool to deal with all these stuff? Of course, like any other healing modality, NLP also says that body and mind is one system. In fact, I am going to explain this with the help of a small demonstration. I want you to close your eyes gently and bring both your hands facing each other. Now let us assume that one of these is a north pole and one is a south pole, and keep repeating to yourself that north pole and south pole attract each other, north pole, south pole attract each other, north pole and 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 south pole attract each other. Do you observe that as you are repeating this, you experience some pull between these two hands and they are coming little closer to each other? You can try the other way around also. Like you can assume that both these hands are north pole or both are south pole, and tell yourself that south pole and south pole repel each other, south pole and south pole repel each other, south pole and south pole repel each other, south pole repel each other, south pole repel each other. Now you see that there is a repulsion between the two hands and they are moving away from each other. So what other explanation do we need to understand that body and mind are acting in unison with one another, even though we are aware or unaware of it? So this is what is the important presupposition of NLP, which says that body and mind is one unit. In NLP, N stands for neurons. We all have 80 billion neurons in the brain, which have the potential to motivate the 60 trillion cells in the body to take action. Then why is it that some of us are very proactive and jump to take action, while few of us are procrastinating and feel de-energized and demotivated to take up any new task or to continue with the tasks in life? This is because of the critic inside us. While there is a dreamer in all of us, like when I hear something somebody has achieved, the dreamer within me wakes up and says that, hey, come on, let us also do it. For example, if I listen that my colleague has got promoted or my neighbor had got this new model car, the dreamer inside me immediately says, come on, you can also do it, let's work towards it. But then if we start listening to the dreamer, then there is no stopping to us. We can achieve anything and everything in life. But is that happening? No. Immediately the critic inside me wakes up and says, hey, come on, do you think you can do this? It's a lot of hard work. Is this necessary? This can be done later also. And the stronger the critic in us, the more resistance we face to achieve any task in life. L in NLP stands for linguistics, or the language with which we communicate. Basically, there are three major means of communication. One is with the world, one is with ourselves, and one is with the universe. So when we are communicating with the world, what do you think is the major means of communication, if you are thinking it is words, you should know that words contribute only 7% of the communication. 55% is the physiology and 38% is the tonality. So whenever you are in conversation with a group of people and you want to create an impact, we should be very mindful of our physiology. We should have straight shoulders, spine erect, neck straight with a relaxed forehead, appropriate facial expression and a gentle smile to make the conversation impactful. Next is the tonality which contributes to 38%. Did you ever observe that the kind of tonality with which you are speaking to the other person changes depending on how you are putting the emotion into the words? Like, let us consider, for example, the word really. So you can use it in different ways to communicate different meanings, like really, really. So it can be critical or it can be like inquisitive. So tonality contributes to that part of the conversation where the entire meaning of the communication changes. Second comes communication with self. From childhood, we have been taught how we should talk to one particular auntie, or how it is unrespectful to talk to uncle in certain way. But has ever anyone taught us how we should be talking to ourselves, which is the very important means of communication? That is why we are ending up being self-critical about ourselves most of the time than being loving or caring. Third is the communication with the universe. David Hawkins has explained in a wonderful way that how we are attracting different energies into our auric field by the way we communicate with the world, with the universe. So for example, if we are emitting at a vibration of anger, then we are constantly and consistently attracting events, people, situations in life where we are triggered to be angry all the time. That is why it is said that gratitude is the key for abundance. So if you are consistently being grateful to the things in your life, then you are emitting at a higher frequencies, which will attract more situations and more events for you in life to be grateful for. P in NLP stands for programming. So it is the set of input or instructions we are giving to get a certain outcome. Suppose there is a robo and I tell the robo, put this cup from this place to that place. Now I expect the same output from the robo. But when it comes to us, we are constantly feeding inputs like, I am a failure, I can't really succeed at this, this is not my cup of tea, I can't do this. Whereas we are expecting an outcome to be successful in life. So how is that? Like, we are feeding constantly, we are feeding a different input, but we are expecting a different output. Through NLP, we are going to change the programming of our mind by changing the means of communication or linguistics, thereby overriding the old neural pathways and form new ones of our choice, which can help us to lead a more efficient and effective life. Thank you.